Although small, only 94,058 square miles, or 243,610 square kilometers, Britain has an amazing list of 631 bird species. In this video, we will explore the common birds of our parks, gardens, and woodlands. With its curious nature and bright red chest, the robin is consistently voted as Britain's most loved garden bird. It has long been symbolic of Christmas, often being portrayed on Christmas cards, much like the cardinal is in North America. The robin often associates with gardeners, patiently following them around to pluck worms that are dug to the surface. Another common garden bird that is very confiding and will readily grab a worm as you dig your garden is the blackbird. This browner female is busily foraging amongst the leaf litter, probing for worms to feed her nearby nest full of hungry chicks. Only the male is all black, with a yellow bill and a yellow eye ring. With its glossy black head, large white cheeks, and yellow underparts with the black bib, the unmistakable great tit is the largest member of the tit family. The greenfinch is a regular garden visitor, often attracted by bird feeders. Unfortunately, this has led to the recent decline in numbers due to the spread of a parasite-induced disease from bird feeders and bird tables not being regularly cleaned. It is estimated that their populations have declined by about 35%. Although primarily found in woodlands, Britain's commonest woodpecker, the great spotted woodpecker, can also be attracted to gardens with bird feeders, especially ones filled with peanuts. Its primary source of food, though, is insects hidden under the bark of dead trees. The population and range of this woodpecker has expanded into northern Scotland and has also recently colonized Ireland. The wood pigeon is the largest and most common pigeon in Britain and is a common sight in British gardens and parks. This individual is having difficulty plucking this twig to be used in building its nest. Wood pigeons build simple stick nests that can look flimsy, so much so that at times it is possible to look up through a nest and see the eggs inside. With the estimated population of 11 million pairs, the tiny wren is Britain's commonest bird. While numbers may fluctuate during the harsh winters, recent milder winters may be benefiting this little gem. The chaffinch was once Britain's commonest bird. Numbers have recently declined for reasons that are unclear. The male is one of our most colorful garden birds, with a blue-gray crown, brown back, and pinkish breast. Although the female is browner, both sexes have distinct white wing patches. Magpies are well known for their intelligence. For instance, magpies hide objects and then remember where to find them again. They also have a false reputation of being a silver thief. A gathering of magpies is known as the parliament. Although similar looking to a sparrow, the dunnock is also known as the hedge sparrow. Though not actually a sparrow, it is in fact a member of the accentor family. It is typically a shy bird that inhabits gardens, woodlands, hedgerows, and parks throughout Britain. The bare grayish-white featherless base of the bill and peaked crown identifies the rook from the similar-looking carrion crow. Except for the far north-west of Scotland, it is a year-round resident throughout Britain. Rooks are usually found in small flocks, often foraging for worms, beetles, and other invertebrates in open fields. The jackdaw, also known as Western or Eurasian jackdaw, can often be found associating with rooks. This small crow can be readily identified by its distinct grayish-black plumage with even paler sides of neck and nape. Note also the whitish eye. The jackdaw is a widespread, year-round resident throughout Britain and has adapted well to urban and suburban environments. Although typically found in large flocks during winter, the linnet is declining in numbers due to several factors, including excessive use of fertilizers and herbicides in agricultural areas. The male can be identified by its red breast and forehead, which are both brown on the paler female. The linnet is widespread throughout Britain. The black and white pied wagtail is a familiar sight on country lawns, golf courses, and other areas near water. It is easy to identify from a distance, as it almost constantly wags its long tail up and down. Other common birds that can be found in parks, gardens, and woodlands include the blue tit, long-tailed tit, bullfinch, goldfinch, starling, swallow, and the house sparrow, which is widespread throughout Britain, but its numbers have seen a huge decline since the 1960s. The exact reason for this are unknown. Unfortunately, some birds that were once a common sight across Britain are now rapidly disappearing, such as the case with the turtle dove, which has seen a 94% reduction since 1994. Prior to 2018, around 1 million turtle doves were being hunted each autumn in France, Spain, and Portugal as they migrated from Britain to West Africa for the winter. Thankfully, for the past several years, the European Commission has imposed a moratorium on hunting these graceful birds in Southwest Europe. On a more positive note, the unmistakable red kite was brought back from the brink of extinction in Britain after being successfully reintroduced to many areas of England and Scotland. This beauty is once again a familiar sight in many areas of the country. If you enjoyed this video, please click the like button and be sure to subscribe so that you do not miss our next Adven Nature.